Thank you for that. All right, we're going to carry on with our conversation today between the economic model and the lead generation model. Repetition is the mother of learning. So if you feel like you're hearing something that you've heard before, you are. And I'm going to keep sharing this until you have internalized the information that I'm sharing. Okay, so I'll be speaking to you today from the Millionaire Real Estate Agent. This is our playbook, right, Aaron? Right? Because we are all on a path to become millionaire real estate agents. That means we are on a path to gross $1 million and then net $1 million in commission, then receive $1 million in commissions, and finally give away $1 million a year in commissions. And by the way, hold on one second. If you don't have a copy of this yet, anybody in the room? Denise? Yes. You know, I almost didn't recognize you. Your hair is very different from when I saw you a couple of days ago. You look great. So glad to have you here. Day one, right? Yes, you're going to lead the group in scripts in just a few minutes, so get ready. You should see the look on her face. I'm kidding. You're not. All right, so this is your play. I'm awful. This is your playbook. Because I walk like, talk like, look like, and have the checkbook of a millionaire real estate agent. It's an affirmation. Memorize that, internalize that, say it every single day. Because I walk like, talk like, look like, and have the checkbook of a millionaire real estate agent. Now, bullet point number one, write this down, write it down, write it down. Yeah, it's me. Page 109. Then millionaire real estate agents know their goal numbers and track them to make sure they know, bless you, and track them to know how they are doing at all times. Remember, if you're the quarterback of the football team and the coach calls a timeout, you come to the sideline and the coach says, what quarter are we in? What's the score? Who has the ball, and how much time is left? You don't get to say, I don't know. I'm not paying attention, coach. I'm just playing football. Translate that to real estate. I'm not paying attention, John. I'm just selling real estate. You're expected to know your numbers. You are a millionaire real estate agent. Even if you haven't sold one home yet, 90% of success is mindset. Think like a millionaire real estate agent, and then act as if. Every morning when you wake up, ask yourself, how would I act today if I'm earning $1 million a year selling real estate? What would I do differently? How would I think differently? What would I say differently? Page 109, Shirley. Now, a millionaire real estate agent knows their goal numbers. And they track them to make sure they know how they are doing at all times. Page 110, leads are the most important number you need to know. How many leads do I need to get in order to take the number of listings that I need to get in order to sell the number of homes I need to sell, in order to gross the amount I want to gross, in order to net the amount I want to net? The end result is leads. How many leads do I need? They are the most important number you need to know. You must know how many leads you must generate to meet all of your other goals. Page 133. Once you know how many appointments you must have, economic model. Once you know how many appointments you must have, which is the end result of the economic model, you now have to generate the leads necessary to generate those appointments. Leads are your fuel to your economic engine. Leads are the fuel to your economic engine. And you can never have enough leads. So many real estate agents ride the roller coaster of real estate because they work with urgency until they get business, and then they take their foot off the gas. Until they close those deals, and then the funnel is empty, and all of a sudden they work with urgency again until they get enough leads, Aaron. And then they work those leads. Thank you, Michael. And then they work those leads until they close those deals and the funnel is empty. You can never have enough leads. Page 135, playing the numbers game. High conversion rates will allow you to generate the same income faster from fewer leads than if you had lower conversion rates. Well, duh. Higher conversion rates will allow you to generate the same income from fewer leads than if you had lower conversion rates. How do you improve your conversion rates? Typically, when I get quiet like that, that means I'm looking for a response. It's not a rhetorical question, it's a real question. Who wants to answer that? How do you improve your conversion rates? Hello, Wendy. Practice. Practice what, Michael? Brian has his hand up. Talk to us, Brian.
Yeah, I'm more in the belief that you practice in a group, but most importantly, you practice on the field. You get dirty, and if you do that enough times because you have enough leads, then your conversion ratio over time would automatically just go up because you're experiencing real life examples.
Brian, you are 100% correct. That is where you are practicing. That is who you are practicing with. Now, what are you practicing? Mithun, scripts. In order to improve, write this down. In order to improve my conversion rate, I'm going to master the conversations of real estate. When you master the conversations of real estate, you improve your conversion rates. Now, listen to what Gary has to say again. High conversion rates will allow you to generate the same income from fewer leads than if you had lower conversion rates. Well, if that's true, and it is, what would higher conversion rates with more leads equal? Say massive success. Mind blown, right, Michael? Absolutely. The possibilities would just blow you away. Higher conversion rates with more leads lead to success with no limits. We have real estate agents in our company who are earning, not selling, who are earning $15, $20 million a year. Earning. Anything is possible. Everything is possible. What would you do differently that you're not doing now? Who would you help? How much money would you give back? Whose life would you change? Money is good for the good it can do. But anybody who's turned off because I'm talking about money, that's you, not me. Change the way you look at things, and the things you look at change. Lower conversion rates can be just as effective. Okay, so this is for everybody who hasn't mastered the conversations of real estate and are thinking, oh my goodness, I'm whatever. Lower conversion rates can be just as effective if you can amass a great number of leads. Just be a duck and quack until somebody gives you food. And every single day you're going to eat because you're never going to stop. No matter how you feel, you don't have bad days. You don't stay home because it's cold or it's hot or it's wet or because the other duck looked at you the wrong way and you got your feelings hurt. You're just going to go quack until somebody feeds you. And to everybody who hasn't heard the duck story, they're like, this guy is out of his mind. I'm never getting on this call again. So while your conversion rates are very important, the number of leads you must generate is even more critical. So next time I ask you, what's more important, conversion ratio, conversion rates, or the number of leads you get? Know the answer. The number of leads is always going to be the answer. Page 145. Real estate sales is a contact sport. Want to see what that looks like? Watch. Mike's almost spilled coffee. There we go. Wendy, hi. Hi, Wendy. My name's John Dietz.
Hi, John. How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I know Wendy's name. She has a name tag on. We're at a
I
networking event.
I did not
Okay,
know.
Wendy, my name is John Dietz.
Hi, John.
Contact. See that?
Contact.
Contact. I'm a real estate agent with Keller Williams Realty, and I like to keep my friends and family members updated on the market. Now, all that means is I send them interesting information on the real estate market once a month, and I call every 3 or 4 months just to check in. Would it be okay if I added you to that group?
Absolutely.
Success. Contact. It is a contact sport. Now, how hard is that? Say not hard. Or harder than you can imagine, John. You've got to be kidding me. You want me to walk up to a stranger and say, hi, my name is blank. I'm a real estate. Don't say blank, by the way. That's weird. My name is blank. I'm a real estate agent, and I like to keep my friends and family members updated on the market. Aaron Coddington, come here. So I'm going to tell you a story. Aaron, you're super tall, so you're going to have to bend down. Okay, there you go. This guy went to this Halloween thing in Orlando. What's it called?
Halloween Hornets.
Halloween what?
Halloween Hornets.
Yeah, that. And he wears a shirt. What did the shirt say?
It said on the back, I might be scared of these houses, but I'm not scared to sell yours.
I might be scared of these houses, but I'm not scared to sell yours. Did anybody talk to you?
A lot of people did, actually.
Well, what's a lot?
I mean, I got 26 numbers.
26 numbers. That means he talked to 26 people who said, yes, I'd love to be a part of that group. I'd love if you give me a call and talk to me about real estate. 26?
Yeah, and then a seller lead in Pennsylvania.
A seller lead in Pennsylvania? Holy cow. Isn't that amazing?
They were all
Now,
strangers.
they are what?
They were all strangers.
They were all strangers. Was it hard?
No, not at all.
It was easy?
Yeah, pretty.
Could we all do it?
Of course.
Okay, there we go.
Can you repeat what was on the shirt?
Yes, I might be scared. So he was at Halloween Horror Nights.
Right.
And by the way, I'm never going to that. No way. I was too scared. You got to be kidding me. No. I'd sleep with the lights on for a year. So we went to Halloween Horror Nights at Universal in Orlando. And on the back of the shirt, it said, I might be scared of these houses, but I'm not scared to sell yours.
I love that. That's awesome.
Isn't that amazing? Brilliant. By the way, my mind immediately goes to where can I duplicate that? Right? Like if I went to a football game, let me pick a team that's not going to win, the Jaguars. If I went to a Jaguars football game, I might put on the back of my shirt, the Jaguars have no chance of winning, but if you list with me, you always win. Right? How many different ways could you use that idea? I can think of a lot, right? Right. I'm some of them I won't say because you won't like it. All right. That was amazing. All right. Real estate sales is a contact sport. Aaron was playing a sport. He was playing a contact sport. By the way, listen to the word play. Play. Remember when you were a kid and you said, I'm going to go outside and what? I'm going to go outside and what? Play. You never said, I'm going to go outside and work. Now, when you leave for work in the morning and you say goodbye to your spouse, you say, goodbye, honey, I'm going to, why don't you say play? Why not? It's the same mindset. What if you approached your job like you approached play turn this into a sport, gamify it, have fun, play to win, keep score, and just have fun. Aaron, was that fun? It was fun. You want to do it again? Me too, except not there. I'm not going to that thing. Epcot, cool. Yeah, the Disney Christmas parade is more my speed. Actually, it is a close contact sport, and the best players believe it is a frequent and systematic contact sport. So my question would be, what systems are you using to build relationships with everyone you know? What systems are you using to build a large database of relationships? And what systems are you using to communicate with that database in order to build those relationships? Because remember, there are 83 million homeowners in the United States. 5.2 million moved in 2020. That's 6.7%, which means 6.7% of your database is going to move in the next 12 months. That means if you have a database of 1,000 people, 67 are going to move in the next 12 months. All you have to do is find a way to systematically build a relationship with those 1,000 people so that when you reach out and talk to them and ask, hey, by the way, before I let you go, who do you know that might be thinking of selling their home or buying a home in the next 6 months? And you have that conversation once every 3 months or every once a quarter because it's a system, and 6.7% are going to say, I am. What about 6.7% are going to say, I know somebody who is? It's a 12-to-2 ratio. It's from this book, which means 12-to-2 for every contact in your database that you are in relationship with. For every 12, you're going to close 2 sales. 6 are going to move. They're going to buy or sell a home. And you're going to get 6 referrals for someone who's going to buy or sell a home. You're going to get 1. Sorry, I did that totally backwards. You're going to get 1 who's going to move and 1 referral. 2 out of every 12. All right. To succeed at a high level in real estate sales, you must, he didn't say, I kind of recommend. He said, you must commit to frequent contact with a database with the intent of building close relationships. Here's the key. Do the activity and ignore the results. Do the activity and ignore the results. Have the conversations and ignore the results. Reach out to people with a servant heart. Lead with gratitude. Bring value to every conversation. Have Ford model conversations, family, occupation, recreation, and dreams. Bring value to every conversation. And just before you finish the conversation, hey, Wendy, just out of curiosity, who do you know that might be thinking of selling their home in the next 6 months? And Wendy says, I can't think of anybody. Thank you for taking a moment to think about that. If you do know or talk to somebody in the next couple of weeks who's thinking of selling their home, would you give me a call? She said, yes. Now, I'm going to do that 1,000 times because I got 1,000 people in my database and I'm going to do it 4,000 times in a year. Somebody take 4,000 divided by 250. I'm going to do that 4,000 times a year because I'm talking to each of them once every quarter. 16, that's 16 a day. That's 16 conversations a day. And what's our target? 20. That's 16 conversations a day. And I'm going to close 67 sales from my database. Not from marketing, not from internet leads that have a 2% conversion ratio at best. So you could spend $1,000 a month on Zillow leads if you want, and you can chase those all day long. And will you sell homes? Yes. 2%. Or you could build a really big database and just nurture those relationships until they're ready to move. You could just be a duck and quack at everybody who walks by until somebody gives you food. Ducks don't pay attention to the results. They don't sit around and have a conversation after the person got by him and say, that guy was a jerk. Did you see how he looked at us? He comes by every day and he never gives us any food. I'm not quacking at him tomorrow. Nope, they just quack until somebody gives them food. And by the way, every day they succeed. If I could find a way to hire ducks to sell real estate, I would, because they're the best lead generators in the world. Lead generate like a duck. Michael.
You just said that internet leads and those crappy other guys you had mentioned, it's about a 2% conversion ratio, right?
That's high. It's 1 to 2.
Yeah, right. So let's call it 1.5 and split hairs. But
Okay.
you also said that in the MREA, for every 12 contacts that you systematically converse with, it's 2 out of 12. And that's over 16%. Just saying.
Yeah, it's a big deal. It really is. And guys, I'm going to tell you, I'm sitting in a room of about 20 leaders in our company, and we're at a mastermind creating content for Keller Williams University. And included in this room is Gary Keller and Jason Abrams and other leaders of our company. And I'm watching Gary get frustrated. Oh my gosh, because all of these ideas are being talked about to create more real estate business. And nobody is talking about the database. Gary picks up this book and he drops it on the table. And he says, the size of your business is directly proportionate to the size of your database. The size of your database is directly proportionate to the size of your business. Just focus on your database. It's the yellow brick road. It always leads to Oz. It never goes anywhere else. What did I say now?
No, it wasn't you. It wasn't you.
I'm sure it's when he's such a clown. Actually, it is what you said.
All right, talk to me. Give me some ahas.
Oh, I have an aha.
Talk to me.
So you started out on what, page 109 today?
Yes.
Okay, so on page 109, in my book,
Oops.
it's the same thing you talked about last year on this very same day.
Really?
And then on page 133,
Told you it's repetitive.
same exact thing that you spoke about on today, last year. I put the dates in my book when you underline.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Uh-huh.
Really is. Totally a coincidence, by the way. If I were smarter, I would have that ready to go where I could just go pull it from a file and reproduce it. But I promise that's not what happened. I promise that I'm up this morning at 5 o'clock doing research, taking notes, planning for this call. And it's just a coincidence that I'm talking about exactly the same thing as I did a year ago
Today,
on the same day.
what you started on page 107 and then went to 108, 109, and 110.
Mind blown. All right, talk to me. Give me a couple more ahas. What are you going to do different that you haven't done? What's one thing that you can do that you aren't currently doing, that if you were to do it would move you closer to your goal? I want 3. Yes. Just quack until somebody gives you food. Love it. Yes.
On a different way to use the database. Sometimes you didn't because somebody told you what
Yes. Yes, I love that. Do you know how you get better at that? Do it more.
Yeah.
The more you do it, the better you're going to get. I promise you 100%. 4, family, occupation, recreation, and dreams, right? Bring value to every conversation. You know what everybody's favorite topic is? Them. Talk about them. Know the name of their kids, know the name of their dog, know where they went on vacation. Ask them questions about them. Be an interviewer. One more. Yes.
Got one?
Okay, Michael, you're next. Yes.
Thoughts for Aaron, because obviously that was a great idea, but that's just a way of thinking outside the box.
Yes.
Like whenever you go to Halloween Horror Nights, 99% of the people go there to have fun. But that 5% that he left was for business.
Yeah.
And for just continuous thinking. So thinking outside the box is always fantastic. Good job, Aaron.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Michael and then Kim.
I'm going to Halloween Horror Nights this weekend.
Yeah.
And I'm going to
right.
ask Aaron where he got his shirt done at.
You could actually talk to Millie. Millie made my shirt.
Okay. Yeah, Millie's amazing. Millie is amazing. Where is Millie? All right, Michael, that's a great idea. Kim, talk to us.
I am going to do more in-person networking events.
Yeah.
I realized I moved here a year ago, so I knew 5 people when I moved here. And regardless, 75% of my transactions that I've closed have come from my sphere.
Yeah.
So
Build a bigger sphere.
Yeah.
There you go. Awesome. Shirley Robinson wrote in the chat, I am not tied to a person's response. Agree. Yeah, I'm not even paying attention, right? Yeah, go away. Okay, talk to you next week. Develop a systematic approach to building and maintaining my database. Michael Haynes, absolutely. Yes, it's just that simple. Success is simple. It really is. It's also a choice. I'll leave you with that. Every day you choose your level of success. It starts here. I'm going to read a stat to you that I've got from this book, Believing, written by someone, Dr. Kevin Elko. He is the head doctor, the head coach of the University of Alabama. Now, not head coach, that would be Nick Saban. He's the head coach of University of Alabama. He has 33 national championships. 33 national championships. Now, he's talking about some research here. The average person has 50 to 70 thoughts each and every day. Now, that's the average person. So I'm not really sure how to translate that. If you're above average, you're having more thoughts. But the average person is having 50 to 70,000 thoughts each and every day. And experts say the overwhelming number of those, 98 or 99% of our thoughts are habitual, meaning they are largely the same thoughts we had yesterday and the day before and the day before that. The Cleveland Clinic estimates that 80% of our thoughts are negative. So the question is not, do you talk to yourself? The question is, what do you say when you talk to yourself? Dr. Norman Vincent Peale, who wrote The Power of Positive Thinking, was in Hong Kong walking by a tattoo parlor. He found it interesting to look at all the variety of tattoos. One in particular caught his eyes. It said, "Born to lose." Peale was aghast and went inside to ask the Chinese artist, does anyone really have that tattooed on their body? And the artist said, sometimes. I just can't believe anyone would do that, Peale said. And the artist, in his broken English, said, Before tattoo on body, tattoo on mind. Here's the good news. You can reprogram. You can. You can absolutely reprogram. You know, the Bible says to become a new creation by the renewing of your mind. Become a new program. Become a new you by reprogramming who you are. Do you know who the most important person is that talks to you every day? You. All right, time to get to work. Oh my gosh, it's past time. It's 9:41. What is work? Work is 20 conversations, not 19, not 18, not 17 conversations, because when I have 17 conversations, because it's close enough, I didn't have the 18th conversation, which could have been $1 million listing that I didn't get because I didn't have the conversation. Make care calls, not sale calls. Always lead with gratitude. Bring value to every single conversation. Focus on getting an appointment, getting a referral, adding somebody new to your database, and building a relationship. Find somebody today that is thinking of selling their home, whether it's a week from now, 30 days from now, or a year from now, doesn't matter. Because I'm looking for opportunity, period, not just opportunity right now. Meet with somebody every day who's thinking of selling their home. And then follow up forever. Because you reject rejection. And no is not a word that lives in your vocabulary. No simply means not yet. Remember that people will never change their mind, but they will make a new decision based on new information. Bethune, coming to you. And when you follow up forever, you're creating emotional proximity, which simply means I'm going to hire the person who's closest to me when I get serious about selling my home. And Bethune, when you follow up forever and they make a new decision based on new information, that new decision is going to be to
Hire me.
Hire me. There you go. All right, everybody. We're going to jump right into script and role play practice. Wendy, go.